Real quick, I want y'all opinion on something. I want y'all to let me know, am I tripping or, how y'all feel about it. So quick story. I got a friend. I'm gonna say we friends. I got a friend I've been knowing about probably over 30 years. Known since elementary, right? We on and off. We good though, but known them damn near my whole life. Friend called me and say, now, we done grown up, so we don't hear from each other as much, which is all good because that's what you're supposed to do. He got responsibilities, I got responsibilities. It's all good. Um, my birthday that came up in the, my past birthday that came up, my 40th birthday come up, I get a phone call from a friend. While I'm doing what I'm doing, I see the friend calling me and I'm thinking, dang, that's nice because I've never received a birthday call from this friend. And I'm not saying it in a mean way, it's just speaking facts. So when I see the phone ringing on my birthday, I'm like, that's nice. I pick up the phone. Friend say, hey man, check this out. I said, what going on? He said, I done bought this dog and I ain't know much about the dog, and now I can't keep the dog because my apartment tripping, and the dog be crying, and my girl don't like the dog. So I'd rather get a dog to you, than to somebody that I don't know, So I'd rather get a dog to you. Do you want the dog? Now I'd be even a little bit more specific. The dog was a cane corso. All right. Say you want the dog. I say, well, I don't really have nothing to do with cane corsos. I don't have a corso program, but it sounds like I do have a dog kennel, and it sounds like my friend in need of some help. Now, so I tell him, yeah, cool. Bring the dog. He says no charge, no money involved. Bring the dog. I say cool. Now, the part that I'm thinking about is, while he talking, I ain't tell y'all this, but while he talking, he telling me about the dog. He tell me that he paid $2,000 for the dog. $2,000 for the puppy. Again, a puppy that he don't know nothing about. I asked him, did the dog come with paperwork? Does the dog have, paperwork? And he said, yeah, sure. I said, well, what club is the dog in? And he say, well, I don't know. I'm gonna send you a picture and the name mud at the bottom, and you can see from there. So from his response, I know that this dog ain't got no pedigree paperwork on it. So you done paid, and I asked him how much he paid for the dog. He said $2,000. So he done paid $2,000 for a dog with no pedigree paperwork from a stranger, from a puppy he knows nothing about. Again, my friend of 30 years. Now, I've been breeding dogs a little over 9 years, coming up on 9 years. You know what I mean? Um, Currently have puppies for sale. Have had puppies for sale whole time. And my friend never thought about, giving me $2,000 for a puppy, right? So I just keep that in mind. It's no big deal. You can, there's no shade involved, but it's there. You know what I mean? So you tell me you paid $2,000 for a puppy with no paperwork. Not to mention, all my dogs are registered in my name, in my kennel's name. I mean, you can trace the line back years. um, so the next day, my friend called me and say, "Hey, man, um, I was packing the dog up to bring the dog to you, and uh, my girl said she want to keep the dog." I said, "Okay, that's cool, no problem." You know what I mean? Sometimes that happens. You get ready to you do something and you have some kind of remorse and you change your mind. You make a different decision. It's quite normal. Then my friend say, um, with the dog, don't you? yeah. I kind of, yeah. What's up? I deal with the dogs. He said, well, I want to get my puppy's ears cut. Don't you know somebody? Because all of my dogs that I sell to the world, most of them, 90% of them, do have some kind of shaping of the ears. Now here's the thing: with that kind of thing, that's supposed to be vet work. Um, a vet has license. Anything coming with a license comes with a hefty price. So I know a vet that does this for a hefty price. I also know someone who's not a vet who does it for a better price, but it's still a high price. But again, this is without having these licenses, what he's doing is illegal. So this is not like, this is not just, hey man, do you know somebody with a dog cage? It's not that kind of action. This is almost like underground network type of stuff because it's surgery. You're maiming an animal. That's surgery. You have to have medicine. You have to have know-how, license, training. You see what I'm saying? So that ain't the just you don't just make that connection, especially for no fee. Back to the story. My friend said, "Hey man, I want my dog ears cut. Don't you know somebody?" Yeah, I know somebody. Call him, ask him, can I come over there and you know, get my dog ears cut? Okay, I'll do that right now, sir. All right, appreciate it. We hang up the phone. Again, now this is on my birthday. Whole conversation about the dog, Well, I'm sorry, this is actually the next day. But yesterday when he called me, whole conversation about the dog, never a, hey man, happy birthday. The next day he called me. No, hey, I forgot. Yesterday was your birthday. I forgot to tell you happy birthday. None of that. When he called me, he like you say, he just told me he changed his mind and he want his dog's ears cut. I said I get back to you. He called me a third day, the day after that, 2 days after my birthday, and he says, "Man, what happened to you? What do you mean? What happened to me? I thought you were gonna call and I thought you were gonna call and see if I can get my dog's ears cut." Well, good morning to you too. And how is your day going? But okay, I'm gonna make the call right now and I'll get back to you. Hang up the phone. Never happy birthday, happy belated birthday, um, none of this sort of thing, right? That's the end of the story, end of the conversation. I don't hear no more. Nothing else from friend, no more. From that point to now. So again, if it wasn't about, first I need you to get this problem off my hand. I gotta remove this dog from my house. You thought about me. But when it was time to spend $2,000 on the puppy, I never crossed, my friend's mind. Um, when it was time to get the dogs, to do something illegal, you thought about me. Thought about me. Never, nothing else from then to now. Nothing else. Nothing else. So it's what I wanted to ask you guys is what you think. Do you guys think I should keep this friend? Is this a real friend? Should I not to mention because here's the thing. The reason why that situation would be so touchy, and I've done this before, I've been through this. If I send someone somewhere, and this situation we talking about to get a dog's ears cut. If I send my friend to my guy, and something happened to the dog, something go wrong, because that happens in the dog world, in the real world. Stuff go wrong. I send my dog over there, and I mean, I send you over there, and he put your dog to sleep, and your dog never wake up. Okay, now I don't want to go nowhere with that, but if I do that, then what happens? First, you look at me and say, I owe you $2,000, or you accuse my friend of something, something malicious, and say he owes you money, and now that's affected me and his relationship to where, I definitely can't send no one no more, but now I may not be able to come and uh and use the services no more myself. You understand? And the thing is, because like with dogs, and then you have big dogs. Sometimes these dogs, if you don't do these things that you want done to these puppies while they pups, if that dog has a heart murmur or something of the nature, and it goes through something shocking and traumatic of the sort, you don't know what can happen. This is real deal surgery. Okay. Um, so now you done destroyed my relationship. You don't even value me for what I do or any of that. So you don't give a damn because I ain't heard from you before or after then. And it's and at the end of the day, who really takes the hit. So I want you guys' opinion. What you think I should do? Do I think too much into it? Is my friend full of it? Or are we even friends? Thank y'all for listening.